All right, don't get it twisted. Call me Terry G, they call me Papo, call me Viper Sniper, the intellectual. Call me the corporate madman. Don't forget, I'm still on the matter. My name is Terry G, and you can listen to my music on Boomplay.
Chimo, chimo.
Yeah, I was born into a Christian background from Benue State. I'm from a family of 4, 2 boys and 2 girls. I happen to be the first amongst them. Well, it was quite tough, but I won't say it was hard. It was just the process. I'm a church boy. I play the instruments in church. So every day of my life was, from Monday to Sunday, it was in the church. Because my mom was a deaconess, my dad is a pastor. So all through my growing up, it was all about God, So I went to different parishes. I had all my crafts, all my ideas from the church, which sometimes I'm stubborn not to go, but I had no choice. I always go to church with my mom. That's why I think enter musical. I was once a choir master in the Redeemed Christian Church of God, I remember. Before I now started recording in the studio, apart from playing the instruments, and I started recording songs. Then I was singing gospel songs, which, in church they always encourage you, you're talented, God bless you, you're going places, but you have to take yourself to those places, or else you will keep playing the instruments there. Well, now so I try. With the fine green pasture, there's talent, but it's not about the talent alone. So through the process of searching for greener pasture, I met Shola Animashan of Hip Hop World. That's the younger brother to Ayo. So he was dating his wife then, and his wife was unlike an auntie to me. In church, we were in the same choir, and she knew I needed promotion. So that was how I met him, and he had a platform to pull me up. Though he was going to deliver some pictures to Face Alone, because that's what he does professionally. Then I begged him to follow him to Face Alone, Then he agreed, and I went to First Star for the first time with him. We waited in tantalizing 23 Road for hours. We waited for hours. He was so pissed that he almost left before Face now came back. We never knew Face was actually doing what they call it, an audition for a backup artist. He was looking for someone that would back up for him. Then as he came, he was apologizing to Shola. Shola was just gingering. He was so pissed off. Me, I was like, Ross, please, let me just play my CD for Face to listen to. So Face had no choice because he needed to calm Shola down, Then he heard the song. Then I was singing love song. The title of the song is What's Love. And Face as an R&B singer, and then I used to sing R&B, he liked it. I was like, wow. Though people that he was doing the audition with, they came to sing with their voice. I didn't come for the audition. I never knew he was doing an audition. I just wanted to see him. And those days, it was just about your CD, playing your CD for one person to help support you and all that. Then, as he heard the song, he was attracted to the song. He now said, wow, that's cool. What do you do this? I told him, I'm just looking for who's going to help my career. And he was like, let's go. I told Brother Shola, you go back alone. That was how he went back to the mainland, and I waited I waited with Face. I went to his house. I saw a couple of people. When I saw Bros, they end the audition. Also, I started working for him. For 3 years, I served him. I learned a whole lot. And that's how I think they reached here. Boom.
Was that where you learned production, or you started production?
I had already been playing instruments. I started recording. I made a record. I brought the record to him. I had already been doing production before I met Faith. I'd already been producing for gospel artists. I wasn't just exposed to the world.
The transition from being a gospel just
Yeah, I was quite awful. It was tough. Trust me. Though, our parents, especially our mom, they're always quite supportive when it comes to talent. They are always very concerned. No matter what you do, even if you are a thief, your mom will still advise you. She won't lose hope on you. But then, Dad didn't want me to do music. What's music? Anybody that does music is a tout, is a thug. He actually wanted me to do the same thing that he was doing before he now gave his life to Christ and became a pastor. He was a pilot, and he lost his job due to the fact that they said he has to work for God. I'm sorry. Well, it wasn't easy. I had to leave home, man. And I started squatting, man. I think that's what brought me to the man I am right now. If you don't explore, you cannot know what's up. So, Mujasi streets. Then I started experiencing the good, the bad, the ugly, Join together, choose the one you can, and fix it up. That's what brought me here. Yeah, Free Me, yeah, you're right. Free Me, that album was under Blooming Entertainment. Yeah. I and AZ, we signed on that label. Both of us, though, we actually got the name of the label together. We got Full Moon, was already taken before we now got the Blue Moon. Before they now signed me, after we got the name together. But it was cool because then, as I said earlier, it wasn't about the talents. We just needed a platform, we needed support financially to put up our project or content outside. So, though I never agreed to sign that deal because I never was supposed to have any deal with anybody. That wasn't the initial arrangement. AZ was Faze's PA, yes. And that was where I met him. We were very close until they just changed that for me. I had to use police to look for my mom because I don't good sign. Well, at the end of the day, I had no choice. I had to sign because the threat was too much. I did the album for them. I served and I quit. It was after I was done with that, I decided I was going to do it myself. Because it was too difficult, man. When you wear oversized clothes, you don't have choice. You do what you want. I was there at that point in time. I knew that I had to start hustling for my future. So immediately I ended the contract. There was no wasting of time. I started my own project.
when did you start work on humanity?
Oh my God, was it not 2007 or? Yeah, 2007, yes. Yeah. Wow. Free Madness. It was a crazy era. Enjoy your swagger. Okay. Season one. That was a very crazy era there. I live in Iju on the mainland. That was where I was born. I repped Iju, IJU, and anybody that knows that area knows what I'm talking about. It's a crazy hood, where you have to know what's up. What else, man? I still have people in Iju that have not been to Oshodi. So if you actually don't see where you're going, you will just remain there. That's how that hood is, and they're not quite supportive. But it was due to our orientation. Even before we had road service, it took us some time. Muddy road and all that. So even me too, I had to go out. Even we here, we had to go out. So that's what I call hood. And that's where the experience actually comes from. Then you go and exploit outside.
Test the microphone, yeah. Tell me, G, test the microphone, yeah.
I saw it after the mistake I made, after the rubbish I sang after the nonsense I sang made sense to them. and I had no choice. People just wanted the same craft. They thought I was a madman. Then they wanted the mad song. So, and that was why I even did seasons of that free madness of a song. Because then I was stuck with the next idea. Keeping our people if I can survive. You know? So that was why I was just doing like part 2, part 3, still trying to craft or probably wear the garments of the mad person they wanted to be. Before I was extremely pressured for what I don't know. Well, that's God, though, thank God. Then I now started thinking awkward, abstract, you know, because that's what people want. Even if it will make sense, but let them see it as odd, as different from other people. I started dressing like a mad person. I started changing colors of my hair. I started wearing select clothes, you know. So it was just full of so many awkward ideas.
During that time, did you feel like you were not yourself?
Oh, I felt myself. I knew I was just passing through a journey. You know, I knew it was a format. Because if you didn't work that way, you won't work. So I was singing R&B, it wasn't working. You know, I knew that I had to face it. That's what God wants me to do.
At this point, you're one of the biggest stars in Nigeria. What was it like to change?
I never ever felt like a star when I was being celebrated because I was full of so much pressure. I had so many boys. I'm king of boys in my hood. They wake me up, I come out, plenty boys. So I prefer my boys dress up and I just put on shorts and slippers. It's my name, it's my music I care about and my studio. So then I wasn't in shorts. That time why they boom now. I know they even call my land. I never knew where Lekki was. You know, just recently I started going out. So all through my booming period, I was in my hood. That was why Nomakichi is a very popular place because people come from America, from different countries, just to see me there because that's the only place I go to while out.
So all the people that worked with you that period, people like
There to see, everybody came there. The bunch, almost everybody, Two-Face, everybody came to my hood. Famous kid, everybody.
when you think about those days, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, when I think about those days, man, I now see the reason why I had to sacrifice that period for what I didn't know I was passing through they call them scapegoats. I didn't know I was setting a trend even then. I didn't know I was being a king of what I don't know. Until I started aligning with the fact that, okay, this is what they expect. This is what you portray. You know, before I now started getting serious about it.
Your style as an individual, is something that a lot of people do now. Your approach to the music, the talent is there, but it's free madness now.
Yeah.
And pretty much that's kind of like the template that people follow now.
No, right now.
Right? Do you feel like you paved the way for a lot of artists?
I don't feel like they know. They all know that. I'm the craziest. They are all learning. They all know. So we don't need to say too much. All of them.
There was, sorry I'm crashing into it. So, a couple of kids, few weeks ago, started this Twitter conversation.
Okay.
Terry G, who was the man, I can understand why they see the similarities. But one person started and then another person is taking off from there. Did you see those conversations?
Well, somebody told me, I'm not so used to social media. My management, they handle for me. Whatever they do, they tell me. Because me, I like to be in the studio. But well, I pray that we give birth to our children and our children will be greater than we are. I think that's all. Thank you.
That's all about that. You feel disrespected?
Never. Nobody disrespected me. So I love the trend. I'm alive seeing myself in people. I think that's a great thing that's happened to me. The fella so worth it, peace.
Have you met Diamond?
Yeah, I met him. I went for his concert. Cool guy, very cool, shy guy, cool guy.
A lot of people have always wondered where you get your inspiration
Well, my inspiration comes from God. You can only say boosting. You understand? Inspiration, no matter what your intake is, you can't have any inspiration. You can only be inspired. But what if you don't have inspiration? You know, you can just be happy for the moment. That's not an inspiration. And when you are doing something that is going to last the lifetime, I see myself in 500 years. What I'm doing right now is for years to come. So I'm not thinking about, even when you think I'm singing rubbish, just go and listen to it. That is why I'm still singing it now and I'm still feeding with it. It's just because most people didn't understand that realm. You know, when the Holy Spirit gets into you for the first time, you hit your head on the floor. But when you are experienced, you just hold it, you just shake. So it's not about what inspires you, it's about how you do it.
So you never needed any of those things?
Not at all. Even if I had fun with what we all do right now, you know. But I don't think that was the reason. If not, go don't go.
I recently saw a governor, I can't remember what state, he was saying that the state had the best weed in Nigeria. Is that something you would like to see, a point where we get to
Yeah, there was a particular time Terry G wanted to do a weed, like a weed company, you know. But you know, Nigeria, we're not diverse in Nigeria. As I said, Lil Wayne inspired me. You get one time we would say now people window they go watch MTV Base. That time MTV Base was big. How many people have MTV Base then? Even we didn't have. We used to go and watch in people's house, you know. So we Nigerians, well, thank God we are actually getting exposed. See, there is so much that we can do if we can just close our eyes off this, our old grandfatherhood seed that they have given to us. Let's evolve and make Nigeria great with exposure. We are always scared of what we don't know. That's the problem. If not, our children are all geniuses. Thank you.